What up, people? We've been coming to you from a broken fire Weem. Sunday today. Yesterday we were supposed to be going to this go-karting thing with Jambo. It was pissing down with rain. The battery's actually kaput on this thing, so you can see where I've had the seat off of it. I went got a taxi to a local shop and got a battery power pack, but the clips on it don't really hook onto there very well, so it's... Man, I just couldn't get it started. So, really pissed off because it took me 2 taxis to try and get it anyway. But I don't have any bump leads at home, jump leads, whatever you want to call them. So what we're going to do is something probably really stupid. There's a joke house in here, so I'm going to wait till my other half's home later on. Traffic will be quieter then as well. I'm going to get her to drag me down the road in the car and try and bump start it that way. I wouldn't normally do something like this, and I can kind of feel regret already, even though it's it might work. I wouldn't recommend you try it at home. It's only because I'm a bit of a f***ing idiot. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, until later. Later, peeps. That's over! Cool, that's loud. Let's put this window down. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? It's muffled is okay as long as you can hear what I'm saying. Yeah, please. I'll pull in down by, I think, the lay-by bit, so if I go ahead of you... Let's see if this has still got some juice in it. Yeah. It's got something. Right. Ooh. So we just have to time it with the lights so that there's nothing coming. I'll pull into the lay-by bit, wait until this traffic's gone, and then I'll roll out onto the road, and you stop next to me. After this car, yeah? Stand up, second gear, forward a bit more, and okay, go. Bit more, steer to the right a wee bit, steer to the right, go, go, go. Thank you, Shmoo. I knew they didn't want to go there. Huh?
Did you hit the car?
I can't hear you.
When you let go, did you hit the car?
A little bit. I bounced again, that's why I let go, because I began to knock against it. And it's
Go right, and I'm like, I can't go right, this bloody car can't.
I didn't see the car. It doesn't matter, we got it going, so.
Meanwhile, in America...
Look, here he comes.
Cool. He's alive! It worked! I should point out that I don't recommend anybody try that. That was actually a lot harder than I expected it to be. It's one thing being dragged down the road, I guess, if you're on a skateboard, because I did that when I was a kid. You know, being pulled by someone on a push bike. But when you've got about 200 kilos weight that you've got to drag along with you and hang on to and trying to steer in a straight line, that's not easy, man. Yesterday was, well, actually it wasn't Sir Jambo's birthday yesterday, it was a couple of days ago. And for his birthday he had a vlogger go-karting meetup, of which I was invited, and it was all arranged about a month or so in advance. And I was really looking forward to it. So there was a whole bunch of people that were going to be down in Farnham. We'd already paid for all the karting and everything up front. It was day of, and it was all wet and windy and a bit kind of nasty weather. So I got all my wet gear on, packed some trainers and my jeans in a backpack ready to go. Took the fire Weem out ready for the run up the road. And I think my waterproof trousers must have just caught on the gear lever. And I think it was, the kickstand was still down because I was still putting my gloves on, and I tried to start it up and it fired, kind of jumped forward a bit, and then obviously because the kickstand was down it killed the engine, but that was it. It just killed the battery. It just didn't have enough juice in it and it just was not starting. So I asked a couple of guys to help out with pushing the bike, which bless them they did. It just wouldn't start because, well, this has got a slipper clutch in it, and it was wet. It's got the Diablo Rosso tyre on the back, and it just didn't have any heat in it, so it was just cold and slipping, and it just wouldn't get any traction. I couldn't bump it in second gear. So this is kind of a problem that I had from last winter. The battery would get a bit shit when it was cold. Normally it starts up okay first time, but if it doesn't, then the battery gets tired pretty quickly because they're only small batteries than these. And last time it happened was after I adjusted my headlights. Windy. And I only did it for like 10-15 minutes, and it was enough just to kill the battery. I mean, it looked fine, the lights were all on and it all looked happy, but as soon as you try and crank the engine over, especially as I've got no catalytic converter in this anymore, I've got the Akrapovic, and it's pretty much a straight through pipe, so it doesn't have enough back pressure on the engine. But I've got a new battery coming, a lithium replacement, which is much lighter. And the difference with the lithium, once you try them, they warm up, and when they warm up, they get more powerful. So what you normally do is, especially on cold days, windy, on cold days you'd switch the ignition on so you've got the lights. That is supplying current through the battery, and that starts warming it up, and as it's doing that, it's giving you more power through the battery. They're a little bit like fluorescent light bulbs in that they start off dim and then they get brighter as they've been on for a minute or so. Not the same technology inside, but the same sort of effect. He's up at temperature now, so take it for a quick blast down the waterway and then they should be good to go. Well, that's it for me. Peace out, people. Until the next time. Peace.